Hey, what's up everyone? It's Wavy Tech. I'm back with another video, and today I want to talk about using the A5100 in the year 2019. I like talking about budget gear and cameras and microphones and all that type of stuff because budget gear is something that a lot of people are, it's accessible to a lot of people. A lot of times when people talk about making videos or thinking that they have to make a YouTube channel, they think that they have to buy all this expensive gear, like $1,000 camera, and actually a lot more than that, like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 cameras, and the highest end audio equipment. So I just want to talk about my experiences using the A5100 in 2019. I've actually had this camera for a long time and it served me very well. I want to say I've had this camera for about 5 years and it's been fantastic. I really like it. I've done a lot of projects on it. I've shot a lot of YouTube videos on it. This video you're looking at right now, hello, and I'm looking up here because it has a flip screen, which is awesome, and everybody, like most YouTubers, kind of need. Yeah, the footage you're looking at right now is actually shot on the A5100. Are there better cameras? I'm sure there are. Are there cameras with way more features? I'm sure there are, but I've said this before in different ways, but I feel that when we focus on the actual specs and capabilities of the camera, sometimes we get lost in that and we lose focus as to why we even want the camera. Like, ask yourself why you want the camera. What are you going to do with it? And then once you answer that question, I'd find a camera that actually suits those needs versus going out and seeing like the biggest, most baddest, coolest camera and then saying, hey, well, I can do X, Y, and Z with this, because most likely you're probably not going to use 100% of the features that these super nice fancy cameras have. I mean, you might, but that's why you got to ask yourself before you buy a camera what you're actually going to use it for. For me personally, I like doing YouTube videos. I like taking photos. That's mostly what I like to do. Like, to my point that I was saying earlier, this isn't the best camera in the world. I know that. So I kind of wanted to show off some pictures that I took of some local artists. That way you can see what this camera is like in a challenging situation, which is an indoor, super dark with a lot of flickering lights. And it's really challenging for a few reasons. It's challenging because the ISO doesn't go that high. I think 3200 on this is okay. You get like a lot of noise, but it's still somewhat acceptable. It's also challenging because of that, like the focus is hard to find sometimes if it's not well lit. So when I'm in this like in little club environment and it's super dark and I'm trying to take a picture of an artist, sometimes the focus, will come in and out, and then, or sometimes the shutter will delay because it's not focused on anything, so it won't automatically shoot. And that can be a struggle, but I say this all because I still think that some of the photos were cool. Like, by no means am I a professional photographer. I kind of shoot photos here and there, but they're good enough for me because like I do like them, and they're good enough for the people who they are of. Does that make sense? But what I'm trying to say is the people that I shoot, not like that, but the people that I've taken photos of, the artists I've taken photos of, have appreciated the photos. They didn't care what camera I was using. And they look okay. They look decent. They're good enough for Instagram and social media and all that stuff, and that's what they really care about. And I guess, like I said, look for what your purpose is with the camera, or whatever gear for that matter. What is the purpose? What do you want to do with it? Once you figure that out, find a camera that will suit those needs, or find whatever gear it is that will suit those needs. So yeah, I guess the message for today is don't care so much about what gear you're using. Think about the results you want to get, and then find something that has those features. Now, some difficulties that I do want to bring up about using the A5100. Number one, it overheats kind of quickly. We're at 5 minutes right now. I think if we get to around, let's say 15 minutes, I'll get like a heat notice. So if you're planning on shooting long content like that, don't get this camera. It's not ideal. The batteries are kind of small, so they'll die anyways. So this wouldn't be a great camera if you want to shoot for 2 hours straight, for example. Thing number two that I find that's very difficult is the A5100 doesn't come with a little, I think it's a viewfinder. This is a challenge because when you're in daylight and you have sun hitting your screen, you can see it, but it's not ideal. It's not perfect. So what you can do is you can get yourself, which is what I did, some sort of camera loop. It's basically like a magnifier that you put on the back of the screen, and then it magnifies your screen for you, and then you can actually see it in the, well, you can see the screen even though it's super bright, and you can, I like this a lot because you can actually focus in on what you're shooting a lot more in the daytime. The one that I got was slightly flimsy because like it used magnets. Like you put a magnet plate on the back of your screen, and then you put the loop on that, so it breaks away pretty easily, which is convenient, but also kind of clumsy because sometimes it'll break away when you don't want it to. But I will say that the loop is fantastic. Like the actual magnification, that is better than, like, I recently got an A6000. This camera here, I recently got an A6000 because it has a little viewfinder, so you can, you know, look through it. And I do love it, and it's great, and it's fantastic, and yada, 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 but it isn't as good as a loop. The loop was just because it magnified it so much bigger, and it was a lot more comfortable because the eyepiece was bigger. But this is still convenient because I don't have to carry on an additional piece. Just for reference, I bought a pretty inexpensive loop. It was like 20 bucks, 25 bucks at the time. So that's that. Anyways, I think I was about to get to this, but I didn't get to it. So without further ado, I would like to showcase some of the artists and some of the photos that I took. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and if you want to help support the channel. Some of you already have, and I just want to thank you so much. That is super awesome of you who use my Amazon affiliate links. I really appreciate it. So those links will be down there if you want to use them and buy whatever it is that you want to buy. It is no additional cost to you. So if you're already going to pick something up, I would really appreciate it. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one, and let me know what you think of this sample footage and photos.
Look like A-roll. Big bills, can you break those? Real hits, I done made those. I don't take a break, I'm not here to save, no.
Yeah, I'm talking expensive, talking AP with a dinner. I'm always a
dude, think she
Love me married,
look, and I cop another O, pack another cone. She blowing more than smoke, that Dutchie get you in the zone. And word on road, I've been getting thrown. Anything can happen, bottles crack, another getting pulled.
Left me married, hey.
Every time I rip the bone, shit is looking like milk. Then it occupies my lungs, let me tell you how it feel. This shit is like breathing, I'ma keep it really real. See, I'm really, really gone, plus I'm really, really ill. I never really left, and I'm always gonna be here. I swear that's what the...
It's Tyler Conan, and this Friday I'm going to be dropping my new single, Everywhere. I've been working on it for 6 months. You may have seen me perform it live. This song really means a lot to me because it's like, this song has grown with me. You know, something I hope that you get out of this song is that it's got a light, happy tone to it. But if you really listen to the lyrics, I mean, there's some bittersweet moments, you know, such is life, right? There is no light without the darkness.
trying to fucking live till the summertime, yeah. Only place I ain't been is my bedroom. Only place I ain't been is asleep. I'm out here, I'm looking for headroom. I'm out here, I'm looking for me. Got my swag, a back shot.